data centers are eating up an enormous amount of land in Ohio. As I said, there's been 2,500 acres acquired last year alone in Columbus. Something like 64% of all land acquired in the past 12 months in the United States has been acquired by data centers. That equates to 200 million square feet of warehouses. So 64% is now data center, which puts pressure on the land values for industrial just in general. And you've seen land values skyrocket in a very short period of time. Land that was in different parts of Ohio is probably up 5 or 6 times in 12 months. So I think that you're seeing data centers change the landscape for land values. Now we'll see if it's a bubble or not, but regardless, the data centers have acquired lots of land, and that has taken that off the shelf for industrial development. Ohio passed HB 15. House Bill 15 was passed in May of this year, and that allows you to generate your own electricity for your own use. They call it behind the meter. For example, if you are going to build your own data center, you now can produce your own electricity using gas. So Ohio is trying to address the power problem by allowing you to produce gas. This is very cutting edge. There's very few states in the country that allow you to produce your own electricity. Once that bill was passed, there were 2 very large acquisitions on the north side of Columbus that occurred right away, equaling almost about 1,000 acres. And those companies then are producing what's called behind the meter gas. They're producing their own electricity for their own data centers themselves, off the grid, not involving the electric company. People say the power issue will not be solved for 5 years or 10 years. Knowing what I know, I think that's wrong. I think that there's too much demand for power, and there's too many people with good ideas who are trying to solve that issue. And while I won't think it'll be solved tomorrow, I do think the data center demand for power is going to solve the power issue in a much shorter time frame. I would say 36 to 48 months, because there's a lot of creative people looking for creative solutions. So I think the data center demand has changed the landscape in 2 ways. One, driven prices up dramatically on land and taken out good land that could have otherwise been used for industrial. And secondly, made us realize that, as we've been told for years, we're running out of power. The grid has to fix itself, and Ohio is on the cutting edge of fixing itself.